we are discussing here about today is volatile oil. So I am Hiba Zubair, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmacognosy, Yenepoya Pharmacy College and Research Center. So the specific learning objectives are general introduction of volatile oil, definition, properties and classification of volatile oil, then isolation and therapeutic uses of volatile oil. So coming to the definition, so the volatile oil, as we all know that it will have some essence. So that is odorous, volatile principle of plant and animal source, that is known as volatile oil. So it is having some odorous and also volatile principle. So when we are exposing the volatile oil in room temperature, that will evaporate. So as they evaporate when exposed to air at ordinary temperature, so that's why they are called as ethereal oil and also essential oil. So once if we expose to air, that will be evaporated. So the volatile oils are also known as essential oil because they produce the essence or the aroma. So that volatile oils will have that aroma. So basically we are using this volatile oils in perfume industry, cosmetics, and also they are having wide range of medicinal properties. So the occurrence. So we can see the occurrence like family Lebite, Rutaceae, Piperaceae, Zingiberaceae, Umbelliferae, Myrtaceae and Lauraceae. So in Labite and all we can see in peppermint, then ruta, then pepper, ginger and all have that volatile principle. So they are present in entire plant or in any part of the plant. Sometimes some plant will have the entire plant will be having the volatile oil or some parts of the plant will have the volatile oil. So they do not leave stains like fixed oil because once if we stain like fixed oil will be staining, but volatile oil means that will evaporate. So glandular hair in Labite and modified parenchyma cells in Piperaceae. So and also special tubers or oil tube in pericarp of fruits of Umbelliferae. So fruits of Umbelliferae means like fennel, coriander and all, and lysogenous and schizogenous cavities in Rutaceae, and also in clove oil is present in schizogenous cavities. And in the coniferous, volatile oil may occur in all tissues, then in petals of roses, bark of cinnamon, then fruit of coriander, leaves of peppermint, all have that volatile oil. So the properties are, so the volatile oils are lighter than water, then it is optically active and also is having the high refractive index and specific rotation that will possess distinct odors, and this is commonly found in spices like cinnamon, then coriander and all it's present. Then the solubility, volatile oils are, we all know that it is insoluble in water and is soluble in many organic solvents like ether, alcohol, chloroform. And also like coming to the storage, we should store in a cool and dry place, and also it is tightly stoppered because once it reaches into the environment or once it reaches to the room temperature, if we expose, that will evaporate, and preferably amber colored container. And chemical properties are, volatile oil generally consists of two portions, that is hydrocarbon and one is oxidized hydrocarbon. So hydrocarbons are the terpene that is derived from the acetate malonic acid pathway, so that are called as eleoptenes, and oxidized hydrocarbons means that is derived from shikimic acid, phenyl propanoid pathway, and that is called as stereoptenes. So stereoptenes are water soluble and also it is more soluble in alcohol, and the odor and taste of volatile oil is due to the hydroxygenated part, and when eleoptenes and stereoptenes combine, that will be resulting in the volatile oil. So the chemistry and chemical classes are, so the volatile oil are mainly composed of terpenes and oxygenated derivatives. So the major classes of volatile oils are monoterpene, sesquiterpene. So these are the simplest form of terpenes and it composed of two isoprene units. So examples, limonene that is found in citrus oil, and pinene that is found in pine oil, and sesquiterpenes. So sesquiterpenes are the composed of three isoprene units and they are less volatile and more stable than monoterpenes. Examples are farnesene and bisabolol. So next is alcohol, that these are oxygenated terpenes with hydroxyl group. Examples are menthol, linalool. So menthol is found in peppermint oil and linalool is found in lavender oil. Next is aldehyde. Aldehyde is an oxygenated compound which contains a carbonyl group. So examples are cinnamaldehyde, we know that it is present in cinnamon oil, and citral, that is found in the lemon oil. And next is the ketone, that contain a carbonyl group that will have a group bonded to two carbon atom. Examples are menthone and carbon. And next is the phenol. Phenol is the aromatic compound with hydroxyl group. Examples are the thymol, that is found in thyme oil, and eugenol, that is found in the clove oil. Next is the oxides, the cyclic ether, and its an example is the cineol, that is found in the eucalyptus oil. And next is the isolation of volatile oil. So how we will be isolating the volatile oil? So volatile oil can be extracted by different methods like hydrodistillation, mechanical methods. In mechanical methods we have two types, that is enfleurage and Ecuelle method. So enfleurage is the extraction of oils used, that is mainly we are used in the perfumery. And next is the extraction with solvents. Then enzymatic hydrolysis, that we are using for glycosidic volatile oil, example like mustard oil, then we are using for bitter almond. And next is the supercritical fluid extraction. So hydrodistillation is the standard method for quality control in essential oil extraction. Essential oil form an azeotropic mixture with water that separates after condensation due to the immersibility with water in the liquid phase. So basically the hydrodistillation is that when we are treating our drug or our plant material with the water or steam, the oil and the steam, that will form a azeotropic mixture. So after that we will be separating the oil from the liquid phase, that is the steam. After cooling, the steam will convert into liquid phase. From that we will be taking separating our oils. So the duration, the extraction takes place 15 to 30 minutes or more, affecting both yield and composition. And for methods we have two, like in hydrodistillation we will be using Clevenger apparatus and the steam distillation. For Clevenger apparatus the material is immersed in boiling water, and for steam distillation steam is passed through the material to extract the oil. So after that the oil is separated by the decanting process. So next method is the enfleurage method, and it is also known as cold fat extraction and used for the extraction of delicate perfumes from the flower petals. So this is a type of mechanical method. So here we are using and also for perfumes like from flower petals and all, how we are extracting the oil, that method is known as the enfleurage method, and also it is known as cold fat extraction. And method is like the fresh flower petal are mechanically spread on a layer of fatty material and allowed to imbibe, and the exhausted petals are replaced by the fresh material. So we will be keeping a fat, and above that we are placing our flower, and the process is continued till the fatty layer is saturated with the volatile principle. So once when the fat is completely saturated with the volatile principle, after that we will be extracting with the lipid solvent like ethyl alcohol. So the extract will have the ethyl alcohol and essential oil that we will be distilled under reduced pressure to remove the solvent. So next is the expression method, that is also a type of mechanical method, and also it is also known as expression method and or Ecuelle method. So used for the extraction of citrus oil from the citrus fruit, like basically we are extracting the citrus oil from citrus fruit, means we will be using that citrus fruit examples like oranges and all, lemon. And method is like here oil cells are in and ruptured mechanically using pointed projection by twisting the raw material over them in clockwise direction, either mechanically or manually. So we will be taking the if it in case of lemon, if you are taking and if you are keeping some pricking on the oil cavities, so they will be having oil cavities. For in that if we are pricking, in clockwise direction, it can be mechanically or manually. So from that the oil will be separated from the juice that can be collected through the after the centrifugation. So examples, citrus, lemongrass oil are extracted by these methods. And extraction with solvents, here they are using volatile solvents to extract the volatile oil like petroleum ether and benzene. So in method, fresh flowers that are transferred specifically constructed extractor at room temperature, and we are treating with the solvent, usually petroleum ether. And the solvent penetrate to the flower and dissolves the natural perfume together with some waxes and albuminous and coloring matter. So the solvent that will be penetrating into the flower, and along with the volatile oil will be getting waxes and albuminous and coloring matter. And after that the solution is pumped into an evaporator and will be concentrating at low temperature. So after the complete evaporation of the solvent, we will be getting the volatile oil. So next is the enzymatic extraction. So the volatile oil is normally found in plant substance in the form of odorless glycosidal combination. However, odoriferous compounds are liberated free only by hydrolysis. So this is like here we have the glycosidal combination. With that only the volatile oil will be present. So once if we are doing hydrolysis, then only we can break that bond. So hydrolysis can be done by using certain enzymes like cellulase, pectinase, amylase and lignocellulase. And volatile oil of bitter almond, examples are the benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde we can like it's a volatile oil principle, or volatile oil can be taken from the bitter almond through the hydrolysis method. Next is the chemical test, or how we will be identifying whether the drug is having the volatile oil or not. So it can produce temporary stain, it disappears after some time when oil volatilizes. So if you are treating the drug section with the Sudan 3, it will show red color, and drug thin section if you are taken, if you treated with tincture of alkana, it will produces the red color. So next is the uses. Coming to the uses, citronella oil being a volatile oil that is used as for insect repellent that is obtained from the plants, and also the destruction of flowers and leaves. And insect attractant volatile oil helps in cross fertilization of different species of plants. And same the volatile oil can be used as flavoring agent, and also it can be used in perfume industries and in cosmetics, and also in starting material for the synthesis of other compounds, and also can be used as a therapeutic agent. So coming to the medicinal agent, it can be used as counter irritant, and as you all know that eucalyptus oil it can be used for inhalant. If in case of any nasal decongestion or in case of any allergy, we can use eucalyptus oil, and also it will improve the volatile oil will improve the local circulation, and it can be used as a carminative, and also it is having antispasmodic activity. And thymol which is can be used as mouthwash and gargles, and it can be act as a local anesthetics, and also it will reduces the secretions of lungs in case of cough and asthma, and also can be used as antiseptic, antibacterial and fungal, and also can be used in that aromatherapy. So it is basically a type of therapy where we are using lavender oil, rosemary oil, mainly used to treat certain stress related condition and insomnia, sleeping disorder and all, we can cure through the aromatherapy. Thank you.